starting off with preparing to start with a weapon, I always make sure the weapon is holstered up. In the side, you'll always go to your left hip. And the weapon, the blade is always up. Blade will be up. And I've always wore a belt in competition and everything, and never, not one time over the 30-something years, had anyone to tell me to take my belt off that it was untraditional. So you can wear it or without. A weapon goes in and get it snug and have just enough room where you can get your left hand palm around the end of the weapon where there's a gap where you can pull it out. And actually you're going to use your finger to push out a bit. And again, empty your mind and be careful what you listen to. There's several ways that you can release this weapon. Some of the traditional ways, nothing against tradition, are very slow. You'd never get the weapon blade out in time in a real situation. So this is the one I've always liked. Pushing the weapon out just a bit with the finger so it can slide out much quicker. So you push out with the finger. You'll always grab with the palm down, thumb on the bottom, and out, and whatever stance may be preparing for, or technique. So again, taking the weapon out, starting off. Just secure it. If you're a novice, never worked with a weapon before, secure it in. You have to wear it several times, or it'll be just like putting a shoe on after you get used to it. So you get it in there just enough room to get your fist around where you can push this finger out to clear the weapon so you can come out with it, and whatever the technique may be. And when you bring the weapon back, you have your hand here. Now a lot of times I like to grab the blade from here, of course on the back of the weapon, not the blade. Bring it around, then you come down, your first three fingers find the scabbard without looking. Tradition is you don't never want to look down, but you will have to beginning. Look down and find it, and just bring the weapon back each time. Then as you practice more and more, you can find that finger and just guide it in without looking over and over like that. So you get that down. It takes hundreds of practice shots to get it down, I'll be honest with you. So get that down where you'll be smooth, especially if you're in competition. That's the first thing I look for when there's a judging panel checking you out, how you enter, pull the weapon out, and how you bring the weapon back. That are very high points when you're being scored in a tournament, if you're interested in tournament techniques and training. But we'll start from here, and I'll go with the stances.